Hello, this is Dean again, talking about subjects around the world and in Texas. Hit like and subscribe. It's over here, I think. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think about it. Give me some comments. Share my message. Because I just putting out stuff from old country boys' eyes and what I see. I'd like to talk about crack cocaine. You know, when crack came out, I think it was 1984, when we had this crack epidemic. That's what they called it. You know, in 85, they started talking about the crack babies was shaking. Remember this in the news? And all these crack babies was addicted. And then the crack babies growed up and ended up smoking crack anyway. Kind of like passed down from family to family to family. And here it is, 2022. We still have a crack epidemic. We called the COVID a pandemic. What's the difference? Epidemic, pandemic, what's the difference? They said they had a cure for COVID. But you couldn't come up with nothing to cure the crack habit. You had treatment centers. You had halfway houses. They all ran out of money. All the counselors had to find something else to do. Have to go in and get their degrees and stuff. Closed a bunch of the adolescent centers down. Cause you gotta get them when they're young on this addiction thing. You don't get them when they're young, hard to hell to get them when they're old. Everybody heard the saying, hard to teach an old dog new tricks. Don't get me wrong, I smoked crack 5 years, the worst 5 years of my life. Couldn't keep a watch on, necklace, ring, stole for myself. That's the bad part. Dr. Jekyll's and Mr. Hyde. And nowadays, you can smoke meth now. So and you can smoke heroin. They made it smokable. So now they're smoking out, don't know what they're smoking. They just know they're getting high. And they're still chasing that ghost. They're still chasing that first high. Still, in 2022. You locked up a bunch of black men in the 80s, gave them federal time for crack cocaine, and now you equalize the powder with the crack a couple of years ago. Still ain't changed. It ain't changed this epidemic. For one thing, this broke man can make money off of it still. This broke man can make him $3,000 a day still. And people watch that. More children watch that, because if you bust one drug dealer, another one comes the next day. Takes his place. So this been going on since 1984. You found out locking up's not the answer, because people get out of jail and out of prison and do exactly the same thing because they like that money. What other job you know? $3,000 a day. You gotta have a master's degree. Your daddy had to have money. It's the only way, man. So what's up, America? We're gonna let this one slide down and we pay more attention to the COVID pandemic when we still have pandemics out there working. Let me know what you think about that. Let me get your opinion. Because a crackhead comes in different colors, different age, different size. I can call him a crackhead. I have the right to because I'm an old crackhead myself. If it wasn't for God's grace and mercy, I wouldn't be here, man. Our churches are low attendance. The preacher ain't gonna preach on addiction. He's gonna tell you about Moses parting the water, saving the people out of Egypt. This is what you hear. You come and try to find help, you cannot find it. I have a couple of videos on how to get off the dope. Small suggestions I give you. Look those up. Let me know what you think about them. Don't forget, hit like and subscribe. Have a good day.